Music.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Wilson. It's Williams on the catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. First down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got it to Williams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. John Ross, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looks pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
95. Mike 55. Mike 55. I got you.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, The thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
After the turnover, here's Murray. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And that will be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Kill.
Taylor. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. The give to Taylor. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Alert. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's going to air one out. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now this time Murray to throw it. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first down is Murray. Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Every day, any day. Go. My 51. Rabbit.
To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch twist. Watch.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Play action. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Hassan Reddick able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Wilson. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check. Lucky.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start.
Yo, I hate all pro. I swear to God, it's so weird, bro. It's like your defense doesn't play sometimes. Damn, man. Like all Madden, they do shit. Like all pro, they don't do shit. Shit kills me.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
First down, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That's what I'm
make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching,
I feel like you get too much yards, bro.
A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Oh, wrong way.
Now Murray off play action. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Throwing now is Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a whole opening.
I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to sit there and risk it, bro.
Need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more.
I'm not even going to sit here and risk and just risk that. You know what I'm saying? Try to sit there and fight that.
So 3 points here. They're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because...
Oh, my God. They didn't let me pick that.
Right? You're just feeling it.
Now, meanwhile...
See what I'm saying? Like, yo, what is the catching sliders on?
Falling incomplete.
Is he kneeling it?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Hey! 51 the Mike, boy. 51. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Check 37. Check 6.
Throwing on second and long. Murray. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Let's get off the field.
On third down, Murray. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves them with options here on second and just a yard.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, second and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Check. Alert 3. Check 24. Check 24. 22. Check cover.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the out. Watch the out. 57's the mic.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. From 8 yards out. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st down, it's Taylor. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
14, got it. Check Mike, Mike is a 50. Check Mike, 50.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
14, got it. Push him back. Check safety. Alert flare. Check 31.
Now Wilson from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They're running it.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Makes it second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Murray. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 43-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Able to find Isabella. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. Murray now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Mike 51. Mike 51. What we got? What we got? What we got?
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Wilson now, throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 27. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, Taylor. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Here's Wilson. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert, then get that onside kick. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.